not even
cautious.
I'm cautiously cautious.
Oh shit! Excuse me.
But hey, Legendary decides that Gundam time is now.
Which Gundam? There are like 3,500 Gundam.
Guess what? Gundam.
It just is generalized. We're just announcing that we're making a
Gundam movie is happening. Live action Gundam movie in the works from Legendary Pictures. This film site has grabbed a picture of Gundam Wing because that's what you're going to get
when you put Gundam into Google.
But I mean,
boy, this could be very poor or decent.
Yeah.
So for those that don't remember, Legendary puts out like the Pacific Rim and the King Kong stuff, and I mean they did the Dark Knight trilogy. They're all over the shop.
I would very much like this to not be in Universal Century. Like be its own thing, please.
Iron-Blooded Orphans, please.
You know, I mean, I don't care. Like, whatever. Like, it can be either or. There's a lot of people that are really sick of seeing one-year war stories because, like, there's so many side stories of it.
Sure. But
I wouldn't be surprised if this just was just like, no, we're doing our own thing. We're not attached to anything in the past, and fuck you. Maybe they'll just do 79. Maybe they don't. Who knows? The quote says, the original Gundam series is set in the Universal Century, an era in which the humanity's growing population has led people to emigrate to space colonies. Eventually, the people living in the colonies seek autonomy and launch a war of independence against the people living on Earth.
Because they're bastards.
Through the tragedies and discord arising from this human conflict, not only the maturation of the main character, but also the intentions of the enemies and the surrounding people are sensitively depicted. The battles and the story, in which characters pilot robots known as mobile suits, are wildly popular.
Yeah, this is basically telling you what Gundam is.
Now, the first thing I thought when I heard this news was that this is exactly Nintendo getting their taste off of Wreck-It Ralph and deciding to go further from there.
Yeah.
Or Sonic and such. I felt that Ready Player One gave Gundam its taste, right? Like, and they mentioned at the bottom that like, audiences recently got a look at it, and it's kind of like, yeah, it's the same little testing the waters feel.
Did either of you see it in theaters?
I didn't,
because out of the whole movie, easily the biggest pop was, oh shit, go wow,
it's a Gundam. Yeah.
Even I, despite all of my misgivings at the time, kind of marked out like, oh, I love Gundam.
So that's exactly it, right? I feel like you get that little. Oh, a Western movie decides to like play with this a little bit or whatever. Audiences get a little. It's just like Def Jam. It's just like the other shit. It's like you get a little test, right? Yeah. You go, oh, people are a little bit hyped for this thing. Maybe they want to see a little more. Okay, and then this news kind of rolls out. I don't know. I hope for good things.
I want a 1-to-1 recreation of the original with Amuro and Char, and I want them to be just as stupid and lame as they were in that show.
I thought Legendary Godzilla was a fun movie, and then Shin Godzilla came out, and fucking that was the end of that.
They're gonna show the new Godzilla movie, which at San Diego Comic-Con, so they're gonna show something. I'm really looking forward to that because. You know, I think the second one, they're gearing it up to be way more monster fighting and way more silly and like what you kind of expect.
You think he's going to do that flying drop kick?
Yes.
Thank you.
It's going to do the dance.
Yeah, man. This can be.
Oh yeah. Oh, that is worse.
This can be a brand new thing, but I wouldn't be surprised if they just did their own 79
Gundam Seed adaptation. I said it to hurt you.
Hey man, Thomas already did.
Can you imagine fucking
the fucking mom on Twitter with that? He did the Kira crying scene live action. That was great.
Get fucking hot kid or whatever the new. Get Tom Holland in front of the fucking kid. Window and you go.
He did it.
Oh, he did.
He did it. That's literally what the tweet is.
Yeah. Oh, like, are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, I invented the thing that already existed.
You invented a thing that
and now I look silly.
Like mom on Twitter, Thomas Tronggasm, fucking went and filmed himself in Kira cosplay, doing the full bit, and it was amazing. And he's crying.
It's
he did it. So yeah,
it's the worst. It's the worst ever.
I see a trailer here for Jinro the Wolf Brigade live action,
too.
and what the fuck?
Did you not see this shit?
I did not see this shit.
Hey, guess what?
We're doing a live action Jinro.
Yeah, it looks dope.
Oh shit! I missed this. Is this Korea? This is Korean.
It's not Japanese.
This is definitely is this a Korean movie?
Scroll down a bit. You can see the description.
Well, I mean, I know this sounds Korean and that's Korean text, but is this just like
This could be the dub.
A movie starring
Jae-woo.
Sung Jung.
This is a Korean movie. That's so weird.
Oh, weird.
I guess they just got the license.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay. So there's a Korean live-action Jinro.
Wolf
2018.
Wolf
Just-
Brigade is a strong
Just
name
put
for
the
it.
fucking helmet on in the trailer.
Yeah. Just do the Hellgast thing that they stole from you.
Boy, did they fucking steal that.
Everyone
If they don't
steal
put
it.
the helmet on, then it's like when people are like, "Why is Venom in the Venom teaser?
Where's Metroid, and why can't Metroid crawl?
Why can't Jinro helmet?"
Yeah. Oh, I bet the putting on the helmet's gonna be the last thing that they do in this trailer.
This
That's
isn't-
just a suspicion.
This is an easy-ass movie to adapt because it's a very short story, and
It lends itself well to a movie.
it doesn't do anything that live action
There
can't
you
do.
Ah, they put the helmet on. They shot the
Yeah,
guy.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
happy now. Everybody
It doesn't do
happy.
anything live action can't do. So like, yeah, this makes sense.
Oh yeah,
This looks fine.
That's a cool evil man with a gun.
That's the
Jin
big
Ro.
red eye.
Fuck.
Yeah, dude.
There you go.
Oh, they know.
Oh, they know about. the
They
helmet.
know. It's the most iconic part of the
It's
fucking
so
thing.
evil.
Every
looking.
game rips it off.
Soldiers with big red eyes. Like, what are you gonna what?
Why would you make your soldiers look this evil?
I didn't know that. I didn't hear about this at all. And I guess perhaps because it's a Korean movie,
maybe.
I didn't catch it. But that's cool. Okay. Shame that that we're probably gonna catch like maybe 5 years from now. You're gonna be like, Jinro's getting adapted, and it's like it already did. No, but it's getting adapted for us though.
Yeah,
It's
maybe.
like, but that was fine. Oh no, but we didn't. Okay,
That's like all those Russian Death Note movies they made.
yeah.
They did
yeah.
make those.
It's
I
like you
remember.
can just put subtitles on it, and
I
it's still a good
saw
movie. It's still a good movie. You just read a little bit.
People don't like to read.
It's not that big a deal.
People hate it.
It's shocking to me how often I encounter people that you talk to them like, oh, I don't watch this. I didn't pay to see a movie to read.
Yeah.
I was like,
Hey, you know what's great? Old Boy. Cool. Why don't we? Can we bring that out here?
Why
and
don't
make
we
that
have the best director ever to direct it? Well, we don't have him.
We
Get
already
Spike Lee.
We
then.
already have an amazing movie. It's done, and it's been subtitled. All you have to do is press the play button. Nah. Spike Lee though.
I hate that.
Like really?
I dislike this concept.
But this is every fucking adaptation that gets done, and
But
it's
that's what Scorsese did with Infernal Affairs.
There
okay.
you go.
That one is
That's different because
No, it's not.
like it.
No, it's not.
It's totally not different at all.
It's not different at all. It's the exact same
It's
thing.
the
What?
exception that proves the rule.
It's a good movie.
Okay,
But I absolutely love Infernal Affairs, and
so it's only when it's good then.
no, I would have preferred a world where Infernal Affairs just came out here instead.
Okay,
Like
But-
if we got a big release theatrically of Infernal Affairs instead of The Departed, I wouldn't mind that.
Yeah, but
reality.
Wahlberg's not in Infernal Affairs.
Yeah, but you know what? There's 3 movies there instead
That's
of
true.
one.
Yeah, but-
and the Departed combined them to a degree.
Isn't
but
The Departed like 4 hours long?
But the 3
hours long.
3 movies are worth your time. Like the actual the arc of the characters over the course of all 3 is super worth it as a trilogy. So I don't know, man. I don't like. It's the results were good.
Oh, it's
thankfully.
2.5.
I mean, that's
only.
what I mean. Is like I'm fine with anything as long as the results are good or different. Like there's Let the Right One In, then there's the English Let Me In. They're both quite good, but the English one is so similar and might as well not exist.
But here's the
That's always the weirdest one to me.
but here's the thing, right? Are there any other markets that go the other way around where like a Western movie comes out and then they have to do their own country version?
Yeah, India,
yeah, all the time.
Turkey.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, yeah,
okay.
like-
Okay. Like the ridiculous fucking Turkish Spider-Man,
fucking,
Turkish Star Wars and shit.
Are
Are there any
Ghana?
good movies?
I don't know if they're good.
Are there any good movies or good things where they go and they just remake? Like, because that's what I'm saying is like when a good movie comes out, to me it's like, yeah, that's a movie. It's
Japan?
out, right? But North America, just because of the English problem,
I have to look it up. Japan has made full-on Japanese remakes of American movies.
Okay.
But I don't remember the titles.
Okay, I haven't heard of any.
There's a couple.
Because I haven't heard any.
Much more rare than what we're saying.
Yeah,
though.
because I haven't heard any. I feel like only America does that. Like, we are the only ones that go, like, it doesn't count if it didn't come out here.
Shut up. There was a Russian Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
And because of that, I'm like, why can't we just, like...
But why you don't hear about it is because you don't live in that country, so you always hear about the ones that get adapted here, but if you don't live in, like, Russia or whatever, you're never going to hear about it. You know what I mean?
I get that. I do. But, like...
I mean, I know we're a little close to the internet to see what's happening in
we're
Japan,
more...
but...
And exactly, we're more in touch with, like, that more niche shit. Like, the Death Note movies that came out before fucking Death Note would have been better for Netflix than the fucking Death Note movie.
It would have cost less.
Shut up. There is a Russian version of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Wait, you didn't believe your own thing?
No.
It's Always Sunny in Petersburg.
It's Always Sunny in Moscow, and the bar is, instead of being called Patty's Pub, it's called the Philadelphia.
That's actually pretty fun.
Is this a real TV show?
All the characters are here. Max Thick, Boris Zenko, Sergei Kovalev, Alan Kovalev, and Roman Markov.
I want to watch this.
Is this a real TV show, or is it like a parody thing?
a.k.a. Girl with Whom Love Max. Here is the poster for It's Always Sunny in Moscow.
That, I guess that's definitive.
Wow, it's real. Wow. Okay.
Well, so that answers that shit.
Okay.
Are there other countries that made Parks and Rec?
Is there a 30 Rock Bollywood? I don't know. Anyway,
yeah.
This is obviously the rare exceptions, but you understand my point, I think.
Yeah.
I assume that makes sense. Yes. Okay.
Russians don't like the English version of Always Sunny. They need it to have Russian voices.
Good media / good movies, specifically movies, because anime comes out here and it's fine. Like, that's the thing, right? TV, like with anime, we just import it and like Netflix puts it out and it's there. It's not like we have to make our own redo of the thing. With TV shows, sometimes it's here and there, but like I know that like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire got exported.
That's international all over.
The X Factor got exported. Game shows get exported all the time.
Oh, because they're great,
right? Like that shit. Who like insert country has talent.
It's a shame Stock and Block never came out here.
But yeah, man, I just like, it's a bummer that like good movies that are not English get treated like they don't exist simply because they're not English. Anyway.
Yeah, well, the average moviegoer doesn't want to read. Reading's for dorks. I mean, look at you. You're reading stuff right now. Look at you, big dork.
About to read some emails.
Yeah, there's like a bunch, like Tom Cruise and what's her face were in a movie called Night and Day. The whole Bollywood remade it in a movie called Bang Bang.
I should mention
there's Unforgiven, the Clint Eastwood one, and then they made a Japanese version of Unforgiven.
I should mention, Wooly, don't even like it being in English isn't enough. Oftentimes it has to be in your particular region's English, because that British version, I can't understand that shit. Just take that British movie and make a North American version.
Because The Raid just fucking sucked and everyone hated it, right?
Yeah, it did. Don't you remember walking out of the theater saying that fucking sucked? I had to read? Jeez.
I hate people. I fucking hate people, dude. Let's take some emails.
All right, if you want to send an email about one of the examples that we failed to think up of in this entire segment,
if you'd like to remake that email in another language,
then we won't be able to read it. But
hopefully English
or French,
of my local dialect.
Or the way we could send it to superbestfriendcast@gmail.com. That's superbestfriendcast@gmail.com. And you might sound something like this. Will he reading this email? I mean, shit.
So...